Yep.
Okay.
So anyway, Liz is just, yesterday she took
Over the
Xanax.
top.
Yeah,
Oh,
yesterday she
God.
was taking Xanax and she was like
Ugh.
zoning out.
Ugh.
And, and she just took a small part of one tablet, but it doesn't take much with her. So, that's just an example. I mean, last night it was when we went to the airport. I wouldn't have let her drive. So, anyway, I mean, it is hard to describe things that Scott has done. I mean, it's just one thing after another. I mean, it's just incredible. And I think I started telling you, well, first of all, in terms of the car, the problem, like I said, is that I don't want to put a Montana plate on there. And if we can't update the Illinois plate, registration, we have a problem.
Well, because then she is
she's part of
firing with them, and that
well,
would be wrong.
yes and no. I mean, yes and no. I mean, because of any other action I would be taking on her behalf, then there's a way to handle that, but it puts us in a problem situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
If you could avoid it, because I think you could use it for a to in her defense. You could use it in her defense instead of partaking in it.
So that's why
showing what kind of stuff they're doing, because if she puts it on, then she's going along with it, and she needs to say, no, protect me from this.
Right. Well, but I keep telling her that Scott may well end up in prison, and she gets upset every time I say that. And I keep saying it so that she can try to get used to the concept. She says, "Why do you keep telling me that? It just upsets me." I said, "Well, would it upset you more for him to be in prison or for you to be out on the street? Because clearly that's what he's trying to do. I mean, he has, Liz keeps telling me little bits and pieces, and I said, why didn't you tell me that for? Well, I didn't think it was important. So why don't you just tell me everything? Well, first of all, he's been telling her that she shouldn't be living in this house. It's too expensive and too big for her. And, that...
What does he want to live in?
Well, she just told me last night. Yeah, she just told me last night that he has told her several times that she should be moving in an apartment so that it saves money. Well, and I tried to explain to her. I said, Liz, first of all, this is half your company, 0% Scott's company. So he shouldn't be making those decisions at all. Second of all, if it saves money, where's that extra money going to go? There's only two places it can go. Scott is one and Michael's the other. So any money saved on her not living in the house, means that Michael has more money to spend on his girlfriend, and the same thing with Scott. So it goes from there. Apparently, Scott told Michael a while back that he feels that he should be getting more money and the company should be buying him a house.
Oh, good God! But he stole her $50,000 and he's using that for his house.
Well, that's probably what's happening, but he thinks it should be buying the whole house.
Wow.
So there's much more. So, but the thing with the car is, with this car, it could have an immediate effect. So she has told me about that, and so today is just what we've been doing all day, and it's very annoying. And it gets, with all the things going on, it gets to be a lot. So anyway, it's just very annoying, and then Liz gets upset at me, and that makes it even worse.
Yeah.
So
you are doing nothing but.
Yeah, and then it's kind of trying to get my car taken care of today. This is kind of overarched it too. I want to do it today because today it's going to be in the low 50s and drizzly and foggy, but tomorrow it's going to be much, much colder. It's going to be high of 30. So today is a better day to work in the garage and whatever, even though it's wet outside. So I want to get that done today, and I probably won't pick up the car now till at least 3 o'clock. But the guy just said after 2 o'clock. But part of Liz's issue here is that Liz is an exceedingly literal person.
Exceedingly what?
Literal.
Literal. Okay.
You know. So, you know, and she always says, well, but Michael's not going to like that, or Scott's not going to like that. And I said, Liz, why do you care? Because they're going to tell me I'm wrong. I said, why would you care? Who are they going to tell that you care about? Well, but they're going to get all upset if I do this. I keep saying, why does it matter? So, well, I don't want Scott to go to prison. I'm his mother. So, well, so if he murders somebody, would it be okay for him to go to prison? So at what point has he done enough where he belongs in prison as opposed to, you know, taking things out on you? I mean, it's just very difficult. So anyway.
She's willing to sacrifice herself and
Basically.
have nothing. And have nothing.
Because, as she told me last night, Michael has told her all her life that she is worthless and stupid and has no value and so forth. That's all he told her that for decades. Among other things that he's done. And Scott has taken over the same approach. I mean, and more. I mean, it's just the level of fraud is just unbelievable all over the place.
Let me ask you a question. How do you see this working out for you in the future?
Yeah, I know. I know that's a question.
How do you
Well,
feel
I mean, you
about
know, right now I'm trying to do what I can to help.
I know, but what do you think about this?
I'm not happy about it, but let me tell you something. If I wasn't around, you know, who knows where Liz would be right now? You know, maybe in an apartment.
Oh, yeah, I would think so. Hold on one second, Ned, okay, Katie? Hold on.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. So, I guess, do you see this as being something that is workable when it's all over and the damage has been done, the bomb has been, exploded?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, once.
You think she'll be able to deal with you, and you guys will be able to
yeah, I think so.
Work through all this?
I think so. I mean, you know, I think she's slowly realizing a few things. It's just been, you know, very, very difficult. And we can't, you know, there's always wondering what access Scott has, you know, because he is very good at computers. I mean, you know, he's probably tracking all the phone calls. I mean, I do know that last Wednesday he called and he made threats to her, and he said to her, "Oh, and by the way, I see that you went and spent $400 at Nordstrom's today." So I'm checking. So he's saying, you know, I'm checking up on you every day. Just want you to know that.
Well, and then, has he cut her off yet?
He's threatened to several times.
But he hasn't done it yet.
Well, there was one time when the joint checking account was overdrawn, and Liz wants to pay some bills, but she's afraid to mail them because she doesn't know if the money will be, you know, that the money's there. So today she went to the bank to see if there's money to mail this one payment, and I said, Liz, just because there's money today doesn't mean that it'll be there when the check is paid or is set up to be paid. He's threatened to cut off the credit cards. He told her that if she doesn't get rid of me, that she will be cut off.
Yeah, and she told him that you guys are over.
Right. He also
and
told
then,
her.
what?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. He also told her what?
Among other threats, he's also threatened to call the Highland Park police on her.
Yeah, I know, but he would be making things up then, you said, right?
Well, that's true, but I mean, it's kind of crazy, but I mean, it's just bizarre. It just shows how crazy he is.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I'm concerned about you.
I know.
I mean, I'm concerned about her, but I'm more concerned about you because,
Yeah.
I mean, she's allowed so much of this to happen.
Well, that's yes and no. She kind of has, but there's really not much she could have done. I mean, what was she going to do? The only thing she could have done, I suppose, is filed 2 years ago or a year ago or whatever.
Well, no, I mean, the fact that she gave him the titles and
I know.
allowed him access to her bank account.
I know.
Those are the...
Yeah, oh, that's the other thing. You know, I told her that we needed to terminate online access to the bank accounts because Scott was going into the accounts and doing things with them. So we terminated that, and in spite of terminating this about a week or so ago, since he had everything connected to his email and
right.
his access, that they sent
notified.
Right.
Well, I think the thing I'm most worried about is what's going to happen to you. I am concerned about it.
Well,
you know, if this guy is that much of a psycho, who knows what he might do?
Well, it's occurred to me.
And you know,
we're going to have
around like it's nothing.
We're going to have the locks changed Friday.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Why wait until Friday? Is that the soonest they could do it?
Well, possibly tomorrow, but more likely Friday.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea too.
Mm-hmm.
And but on the car, again, if
Hers
they
or
switched
mine?
it over.
What?
Hers.
Yeah.
If they switched it over, would they try to take it?
I don't know that they can. Liz says that no one else has a key other than her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's got all the keys.
Yeah, there's supposedly 2, and she has both of them.
Good. Except the valet, there should be 2.5, kind of, you know. But
Right.
anyway.
Well, I don't know about that.
And if they have the VIN number, they might be able to get one made from GM.
Well, except it's a Mercedes.
Oh, so that's what it means. You're getting the GM, from Mercedes.
Right.
But I don't know if it'd be awful hard for them to have it towed. But anyway, and then the smart car is put away, right?
Well, who cares about that? I don't care about that.
I know. But it's but anyway.
Who cares? I mean,
Yeah.
let them have it.
Yeah. Well, anyway. So, does she appreciate what is going on, what you're doing?
Most of the time, but not all the time. She still gets upset with me because I'm the one who's here, and who else can she say it to? She won't. She really doesn't talk about it enough with her sister, and even though I had hoped for otherwise, I've come to realize recently that her sister's really not going to do very much to help. Her sister told me that Liz is an adult and she's smart and she can take care of herself. That's what I think.
Really? Well,
yeah.
Well, she might not want to deal with it because it's
right. Well, I think that's right.
up on her plate.
Right. Well, but at a minimum, Liz's brother-in-law, who is an attorney, it seems to me, should have said, "Look, tell me what's going on so I can understand," and so forth. But he's stayed out of it.
At least give her some advice.
Right, something. And last time I talked to her sister,
she said you were enormous.
Well, I said you seem to think I'm one, and she agreed. All right. Anyway, that's what's going on. So
at this point, they think you're out of it.
Well, I don't. But Scott says he doesn't believe it.
And you're going to have a new car. Your red car won't be there anymore, so they can't even see that.
Well, and it'll be in the garage too. So.
Mhm. And but I mean, they can always hire a private detective or something. I mean, if they throw money around like they do.
Well, but he doesn't like to spend money on lawyers and that kind of stuff. He just Liz was able to gain access to his Amazon account and found out that on Wednesday last week he ordered 3 books about divorce and mediation.
Oh, really?
No. One
Scott
of the books.
did.
No, Michael.
Oh, Michael did. Really?
Yeah, so that was kind of fun.
That's really fun.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
So now she's that much more encouraged to go ahead and do it.
Well, I mean, I guess so. I mean, I'm not sure how much of a difference it made. So we went ahead and ordered the same 3 books.
Seriously, why?
So we can see what he's looking at. I told her to order them. One of the books is called 10 Mistakes that Men Make in Getting a Divorce.
That's interesting.
Yep.
So, well, at least that's good. I'm glad that happened, because that way at least she realizes that he's moving forward. He's ready to move forward, and she may as well get the advantage, have the advantage.
He ordered those books the same day that Scott last called and threatened Liz.
Wow.
After Scott found out about that we had closed the online access to those bank accounts.
Huh.
That's all happened the same day.
Has she gone back any further before that on Amazon to see what he's ordered?
Not really. I don't think so.
That would be a good idea if she could.
Yeah, well, so I told her to try to do that. So when I get off the phone with you, I'm going to call the dealership, tell them it'll be closer to 3 o'clock, and I'm going to say, by the way, I pay. You basically have to pay an extra $25, and you get your license plates immediately, because they have license plates there, and they do an electronic filing with the state, and they just put the plates on the car.
Wow.
So I meant to do this. I was going to ask him if I can choose the plates when I get there, but I'm guessing it's too late to do that.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you can choose anyway.
Well, I mean, they instead of taking the next one up, they could take and let me look at them. And it's like picking a phone number, but anyway.
Yeah.
I'll call the guy. I'll mention it. He'll probably say, can't do anything about it. I said, okay, I'll see you at 3 o'clock or so.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the plan.
I'm so excited for you. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Will you send me pictures?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, Mom seemed to be rather disinterested last night.
She was exhausted.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just, I brought the brochure to show her. I wanted to show her the color, especially the interior colors, what I was talking about. And it's going to be a high of 12 degrees next Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. That's something.
Well, so, like I said, I mean, ordinarily.
You're going to have heated seats. You're going to have heated seats.
And a heated steering wheel, too.
Oh, my God. Wow, that's cool.
Yep.
Wow. Maybe I shouldn't be so fast to dish having a Cadillac and having my Ford. Well, I have Ford stock. So
right. Well,
I felt compelled to buy a Ford.
I also have, power adjustable pedals, brake and accelerated pedals.
Uh-huh.
About the full, sunroof with the.
I've got one of those too.
Yeah, that's right. So,
that thing I do have. You have a lot of the little things, the car things. A lot of the car things I've got, but you've got a lot of real creature comforts that I don't have.
It has a power sunshade to shut out the sun from the sunroof.
Me too.
Power.
Yep, power.
Probably the best way to find out. Go look up the car on the internet. Luxury level.
Yeah. Well, and you can. Which luxury level is it? Is there a package that tells me? Or
it's just a luxury level. It's just a luxury level.
Okay.
So you look up luxury with 3 options. The 3 options.
Yeah. And
you have 4-wheel drive, right?
No, I didn't. I don't need it here.
Liz
My
is back.
pilot has it.
Okay,
Huh?
Liz is back. So
Okay.
I need to get off the phone. She's going to say, "Why aren't you in the shower?"
Okay, go.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.